What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Brandon. I'm back from having my fucking wisdom teeth removed, and now I can speak, and I'm making it everybody else's problem. Hell yeah. So here we got my Magnolia deck profile, you know, long awaited. So we got, start with the ride line. You got first, you got your fluffy boy, small little cute tiger. Second, you got the glue eater. Tell me this guy does not eat paste. Third, you got the good boy. He's good, he's fluffy, we give him pets. And then you got the God Shitty. This guy has great art. Fuck is he awful though. That's the ride line. Grade 3s, you play 3. Grade 3s. Magnolias. That's it. This man is, wait, at the end of battle he attacks, you counterboss 1, you choose a unit, it can attack from the back row, and it gets +5. If you persona road, you choose 3 instead. This deck is so reliant on persona riding, it is so bad. If you can't tell, it's going to be a very salty type profile. Alright, grade 2s. This pink bitch. Sylvan Horned Beast King. Oh.
It's the Care Bear.
It's the fucking, he gives you the Care Bear stare, dude. Alright, so when he attacks a Vanguard, if he's in the back row, counterblast 1, his power, you give it to another unit. So you make him 15, but before any buffs with Magnolia. Any triggers you get, you want to throw it on him, and then you want to buff your other units. And it makes for rather large attacks. But it's really reliant on A, you hitting triggers, and B, you really being in Persona Ride. You really have to be in Persona Ride every turn of this deck. And you'll see why this is a problem. The lion, tiger, horse thing, Duger. If I have 4 or more of the rear guard, so if you have a full board, he gets +5. Simple enough. I think this is the only human we play in the deck. Or even close to humanoid. Elenia. She's actually really good. She's your recursion from the drop zone because God knows this deck needs it. She's on place from hand only because, you know, we can't have good things. Besides the fact that this ride line calls from the top of the deck. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Which he's placed from hand. You call a unit from your drop zone. Is it a grade 2 or less? I can't even call the new elephant off this bitch. And it gets +5. One Aglio. Because sometimes giving 2 units 5k is good. You retire him, give 2 units 5k. 2 Ghost Chase. Because more often than not, you're going to call like a trigger or a perfect guard off of your ride line because fuck your life. So having Ghost Chase in the deck is good to bounce those back to him. Only good grade 1 is Stoicheia right now that you can play in Magnolia at the very least. At Mantis. On place, give it +5. It's abusable because you can place, give someone +5. Call over it if you really feel like it. Like, let's say you can call us to the front row, give something +5, call Lenia over it, and then use a Lenia to immediately call it back. Okay, give another unit +5. It's nice, it's abusable. Ghost Chase, bouncing it back to your hand, good. Other than that, that's really its only purpose, is to make Gwyneth look bigger. Every profile, we've said it. Don't, just 4 PGs. I really can't say much. Alright. Probably the best order in Stoicheia right now is Spiritual Body Condensation. Soul Blast 1, grab a card that's less great, that's a equal or less than your Vanguard, so you can't, you know, call like a grade 3 on certain one. And to the field from your drop zone, and give it +5. Again, you need recursion in this deck. Very good. Karis. I play 2 of him because there's literally nothing fucking else to play in set 1. From the back row, when he attacks from the back row, he gets +5. Simple enough. But when you ride Lattice over him, the grade 2, you check the top card, call it to, if it's a grade 2 or less, call it to rear guard. If not, put it in soul. You can't even call a grade 3 off with this thing. God, why is it so bad?
That's your deck.
Flagberg, you can't come soon enough. Alright, over trigger, Stoicheia. It's an Omni trigger. When you check it on drive check, you give a unit a crit, you give your front row +10, you heal if you're at equal or less damage, equal or greater damage to your opponent, and you draw a card. So it's a draw 2. It's good. Triggers. 6 crit, because you want your opponent dead as fast as possible. So God knows you won't live longer than 4 turns. 5 draw, because God knows you need to draw into everything because this deck has no advantage whatsoever. 4 heals, because God knows you're going to need to hit every single one because you're not going to survive your opponent's attacks. The deck doesn't do anything. Alright, I need to lattice. When he attacks from the back row, you can Soul Blast 1 to, when he attacks the Vanguard, when he attacks the Vanguard from the back row, you can Soul Blast 1 to give him +10. And then when you ride Magnolia on top of him, you can Soul Blast 1 to check the top card and call it to rear guard. If it's not a unit, you can add it to your hand. This card costs 2 Soul Blasts. And a deck that doesn't gain soul. Bushy. Why is this deck so bad? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell.